Dear Diary, yesterday I finally learned how to tie a tie. With my new feelings of masculinity, I put my brute strength to the test.
Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Well, someone has to clean up these streets figuratively and literally. I'll pay off my debts in no time. I hurt myself by looking at a wall and a door, but it was all worth it because I have a date with a smoking twink. After supporting a local artist, I met a rich person.
Money, please! Money, please.
Ben, give her some money. It's easier.
OMG, I can't believe it worked. I'm so ready for my date. Hello, happy Thursday! It's more Disco Elysium, and I'm Yanny. Hi! Oh my god, I'm so excited for our date with our twink! Yeah, as soon as we were yelling about money, I'm like, I know what I have to do. Money, please! Just give her some money, it's easier. Hi, hello! Twink date. I know, it's weird I don't say previously on now and recap with my brain. I have it all there. You already know what happened. And I didn't forget the bot this time! Isn't that amazing? Hi, thank you. I'm glad you could all be here. Well, let's flip over and we'll get into Disco. Oh right, we still haven't found a sad song. Hello. Hi, Ryan. I have a theory. I have a theory that we are in hell. We've died, we're in hell. We hanged ourselves with our happy necktie. And the reason why we have to discover who this person is because they're secretly us. And Kuno is the manifestation of our infantilism drug addiction. Also, we're never ever gonna get that coat. I don't even know when the sun goes down. All right, we gotta extort that lady for some more money and information. Joyce. No hesitation, just hell. Yeah, or it's like a manifestation of our mental place, where it's all war-torn and we're dealing with our own feelings. I'm pretty sure the sun's already down. That makes sense. What do you have to say, boat? Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Money, please.
You're back.
Oh.
Good. What can
Shadows,
I help you
green
with?
plants. What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What are your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
Jean-Luc. She leans back and rolls her eyes. Ugh! How are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
Oh, and Kim is our conscience. That's why Kim's so level-headed and amazing.
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
Negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Dental plan? Is it dental plan? The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Yeah. Why are you green?
If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you.
What are their
Well,
demands?
there are leaflets everywhere and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes.
Dental plan.
Every worker, a member of the board.
I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Personally, I don't think it has the same pizzazzo as every worker, a member of the board.
What exactly do they mean by it though? What's the demand?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, about anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Oh.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The king is dead, long live the workers! Woo!
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
Ironically, it's not up to anyone who's king. It's up to Birthright. Well, what are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
Yeah, good question, Kim, good question. Is the audio volume okay, by the way?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
I love Manana. Volume is fine? Nice. It's always hard to tell after we move a game.
This checks out.
Tell me about the union boss, Mr. Clare.
Evrart Clare is a man of the utmost integrity.
Thanks,
If you can
Chad.
say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Oh, that's nice. Really?
Of course not.
Oh.
Evrart is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there's two of them?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Evrart does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Wow. Oh, that's clever. I wish I had a twin.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Let's take this back to the strike.
Of course.
She takes a sip of her thermal cup. Her caramel thup? What happened to this garment?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Oh. Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Wow. That's all I need here. Let's change the
course.
topic.
How else can I help?
That's all for now. Thank you.
Of course, detective.
I need my gun.
Hey,
Who, me?
yes, you.
What?
Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again.
Okay.
You've built it before.
I have?
They've built it before.
We did?
Hasn't really worked out yet.
Okay.
But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Actually, love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie.
I do say that.
The rich.
I do say that.
Sodomize the landowners.
If they consent.
All people who have more than 25 real in
Well.
their pocket. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of well, some of those, only some.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
I don't know about that.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, what? First, wait, what's this communism even all about? Please tell me in a song.
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure? That wasn't a very good song.
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
I will?
You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive.
Okay.
800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother.
Wait. This doesn't sound like communism, though.
You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces.
Communism?
You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class.
Okay.
You are the last communist.
Okay, hold on. Who are you? Who are you? Let's see. I have a 1 in rhetoric. Okay. Ideologists, conversationalists, would-be politicians. That makes a lot of sense for you. That makes a lot of sense to who you are.
Now get to work, comrade.
Let's start building communism!
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about that.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few million eggs.
Okay, roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. What are we gonna learn from communism? 2 visual calculus, 3 hours. Okay, THC. The thought cabinet, thought cabinet, THC. It's weeds. It's weeds, isn't it? Oh gosh. I can't learn you until I think about things. Also, I want to be rigorously self-complete. Rigorous self-critique. Can I Oh, you have to use a skill point to forget. Oh, wakarimasu. Well, let's go do communism. Oh, this isn't my channel anymore, chat. This is our channel, by the way. I hope you are coming up with a good streaming schedule and content release schedule as well. It's the people's channel now. Oh, you can stop. Oh, if you're thinking about something. Sadly, I'm not thinking about anything. I've thought about everything I can think about. Expecting channel money in the mail. No. See, it's...
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside.
See, but the thing
Then
is...
use the focus knob to
Whoa!
zoom in if necessary.
Fun fact, when this game won an award at the Game Awards, the devs thanked Karl Marx in their acceptance speech.
Oh, 20 Uno. Yeah, Zero is... someone in chat, I think, was saying that they're communists, openly. And while I don't believe communism has worked, I believe that there's a some sort of something that is better than capitalism, at least.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
That sounds gorgeous.
Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Yeah, you can do it. There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
That's okay. The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Communism doesn't work because humans suck. So what I'm hearing is if we decide to let AI rule over all of us, that communism could work. If it's an AI-focused communism, the computers will be like, yes, I'll take good care of you. The drunken coward. I don't know why that sounds so rude.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Really? You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
It's not the nicest place, but it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does.
Oh.
Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
You studied communist theory at university, so you have many thoughts. See, the thing is, I've not studied anything about communism, but I definitely have my issues with capitalism. Oh!
Time to start communityism. When can we expect our share of the clay?
The people! Sadly, the clay controls the clay, so you'll have to wait for the clay to share the clay before you get any clay. The graffito says, a firing squad for the rich. Apartment 8. Their mailbox is overflowing. Ooh, a little box. With money! Another little box. Postcards! I have a lot of postcards. Oh, I didn't interact with my gum!
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet or some ancient temple.
Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes.
Ooh.
Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
What?
Your heart working overtime, trying to keep up with the panicked synapses firing all over your brain, moving liters of blood through you, panicking. Feels so familiar.
The end of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Wait, come back!
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Why is a gum wrapper talking to me?
Yes, from the height of antiquity, a long time ago, millennia ago, on an island of time you can never return to.
Put the wrapper away. Ooh. Handwritten note from the fridge. I've already...
The note is written with a blue pencil on...
I've read you. The map.
The worn map features the...
Cool. We've done it all. We've done it all. I have a new thought, though. Living in the past. Have I been in this? Yes, I've been in this. Yeah, Angry was saying that a lot of people don't put points into physical stats, which I find interesting. Can I pry you open with my pry bar? Pry bar. Let me in. Okay. Ooh, a can. There's just money everywhere. Physical doesn't seem as useful. Well, the one time I tried to be physical, it didn't exactly work out for me. So there's that. Y'all still going for it, eh? The physical voices are aggressive and I'm baby. That's unironically my feeling too, where I'm like, oh gosh, these are all really violent. Like a lot more violent than I was hoping for. I was hoping that it would be like not violent, I guess. All right, that one's filled with gum. See, the problem I have is I need a level up so I can learn some things, but also chair. Oh no, you're just one thing.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Doesn't it? We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
Electrochemistry is my arch-bebby. My arch-bebedy.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
So what's this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh, never mind.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
I have to run. I'm sorry I made life awkward for you. It's kind of a staple of my existence. Ooh, we have to report that I got money.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow.
Pull out the radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Alice, please connect me to the 41st.
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Personal details?
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
I need information, not fear.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Thank you, Rhetoric.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
I didn't report the money. Are you alone? Let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir.
That's all.
Roger that.
Well. So what I've learned is that
there's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
we're not going to report that money that the lady gave us.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Try the shades on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy.
Yeah.
Very secret.
Oh.
They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
That's such a good deal.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
I love you, Kim, but I also am feeling very stifled by your inability to let me express myself with dumb glasses. Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those glasses.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
Read me for filth. You're right.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Silen is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool.
Ooh.
The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
What?
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
Oh.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ooh. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style.
Yeah.
You know what you like.
I do. He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear.
I do?
Look around and browse.
Okay.
Everything looks cool on a guy like you.
He does.
Take your time.
Okay. He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Let's try to get some money. It's what we always do. 8%. How we going?
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Okay, that's fair. You, I want your money now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know. It was just the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to ask for a bribe.
Sorry, detective.
Yeah, that's fair. What are you selling?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get all these comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer.
Yeah?
I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me who tried to extort you for money?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale.
Oh my god!
Anything you want, 50% off.
That's amazing! Have you ever seen those stores that are like, going out of business sale, everything must go 70% off, but then you come back like 4 months later and they're still going out of business and you're like, it's taking you a long time to get out of business.
Anything for you.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now.
Yeah.
All Revachol.
That sounds good.
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
Thanks. I'm gonna look at this.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
I will.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
I will not be wearing any of these unless they're exceptionally good looking.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Let's see if we are composed. Yeah!
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Ooh.
This jacket is the apex of human evolution.
Yeah.
The moment at which man became weatherproof.
Hell yeah.
Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Comic Sans.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
How much is a room? 25 or 20? Because if the day ends and I don't have enough money, I guess I'll just sleep with Kim.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
Ooh, baby, let's put on our clothes. We can be... Oh, yeah. This is it. This is it. 20? Hell yeah. And I paid for my room already? Hell yeah. This is the best news I've ever heard. A helpline to the company that controls the drawer bridge. Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. I'm a rat man. Made of rats. I'm supposed to be underground where there aren't any cats. 'Cause I'm a rat man. Let's go in this door. Ooh, I can actually come in here. What is this? What is this? Some kind of machine. An antique cash register? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says, day. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Mostly military wear with a few eccentric fashions thrown in.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is this a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
How much for the streetlight?
700 real.
Oh.
A bargain, I dare say.
Yeah.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash.
Are you out of your mind? There's like one of these on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Morphogenetic. Morphogenetic. There's nothing I need to know about this light. What's this?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Ooh. Shopkeep, the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
That's not bad. Are you sure it's in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
You don't like music? You don't like music? Sorry. You don't like music? Chad, do you like music? I'm buying it.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Music's the best. I love music. The fact there isn't none
You see rows
bothers
of toy
me.
soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Like any music though? Because there's so many different types of music. Like no music?
Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Then win her back. Who is she? Interfacing, dig up a truly cool figure from the box under the table. Roll the dice. Do.
What's this?
How much did we win
A
by?
headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend. About a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
I'm wearing a tracksuit. Where's my tracksuit from? Oh.
50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something.
Yeah, I'll take
That
it.
part of the story has many interpretations. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
I'm getting ripped off a lot here, aren't I?
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Oh, wait, win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Step away from the table. It's a tape player. Equip this to play some tapes, but I don't got any tapes. How much did I spend for this? Because these seem worth a lot more. Let's talk to you for real now.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
That's the first time anyone said, like, hey, you're making me nervous with your flashlighting. This is so much better. Holy crap. I thought this was, like, hand size. I didn't fully understand quite how... Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Okay, so that's your music. I was like, everyone has like a music, and if you're just looking at lights, that's also music. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm a SorryCop. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Sorry.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Rhythm messes with their sense of balance. That's really interesting.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
Chat, are you terminally bored? Well, you're watching this stream, so obviously you are.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
I mean, I could start being immediately communist after being very capitalistic. Quite the collection, yes.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadows on the wall behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Oh, by the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops? Ooh. Wait, tapes.
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning.
I would like...
It all starts with a tape.
I'd like a tape, please. There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No, I love everything. I can't pawn this pen. I got this pen as a gift. I can't pawn this handkerchief. It's got my boogers on it, and it was from Kim. I can't sell these postcards. I found them. I can't sell this gun. It's a gun. I might need to equip it to, like, shake it somewhat. Ah! Postcards are safe to sell? Oh, but I wanted to give them to my mom. It's fine. We can sell them then. Sell the postcards. Give them to our mom. Not anymore. They're sold. They're sold. What else do I have to sell? I like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
What is wrong with my tie?
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkling in the light of the projector!
I do love that. I do love that. I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
Do you have a gun?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
What did we do?
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight.
Ooh.
And that you need the money.
Always.
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal.
Very normal. So normal.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Wait, how much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most... wow.
Normal?
There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Well, I'm so very sorry you had to see me in that state, because I'm a SorryCop. We don't have to talk about it any further.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Was the buyer a policeman?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Do you think it's Cindy? Do you think it's Cindy? I think it could be Cindy.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Oh, it's 100% Cindy.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry I sold my gun.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
This mess, he means your mess.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Well, at least I know I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Strange tie incident. Okay. I'm afraid that I'm gonna be like, you got drugs? Give me the drugs. I want drugs, please. Can I have drugs? Sorry, YouTube algorithm, you're not gonna like this.
Being warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Parolidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Ooh. Is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
No judgment. I'm just curious. I probably did loads of Parolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
I don't like the sounds of the people pile cleanup. I don't like that sound.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Oh, it must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Oh! Okay. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
You might be able to aid us in our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
I understand.
Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Do you think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree?
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
That's all I got.
The broker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing
Let's
colours.
talk about my missing gun.
Sure thing.
No, never
Sure,
mind.
man.
Okay, bye. Ooh, Kim wants to talk to me. Probably about my horrible...
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yes, my hostel room calls.
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
Okay. 22 o'clock. That's 10 o'clock. Is it coming from here? No. It's not. It's coming from outside. It's a party. Hold on. Yeah, I want to go to sleep too, but you know, I also... Ooh, oh wow. Maybe the meat man's gone. Oh, of course the meat man's not gone. That would just be silly if the meat man were here. It's coming from my boombox? Like that really makes so much sense. It's not a sad song. Hi.
Hello again, sweetie.
Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
The cafeteria manager is a bad man. A man without honor or compassion. Yeah, let's sorry it up. Oh, it was like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made this lewd gesture. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to witness it.
Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured.
I think I could have been, though. Oh, I got a pry bar. Hold on. Pry bar. Let me into the back room.
You see a heavy steel door.
No. Once I get a sad song, it's all over for me.
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Physical is mean. I'm scared of it.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door. This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
Oh.
Let's go out to the balcony.
All right, let's go. We're going to talk about it. It's mean for your benefit.
Outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
It is all of those things. Don't start smoking. It's like cigarettes, don't do it.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more ciggies?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my...
That's fair.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it.
Yeah, drunken coward. My mom started smoking to be cool. It was a cool thing, so she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And she like quit when she was much older, but it's tough. It's tough to quit smoking. It's really hard.
Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on.
I think, yeah, you're right.
Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, and we still have to get him down from the tree.
I still can't believe I missed that shot.
Being sober tends to help with precision. But moving on to the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Evrart, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
Yeah.
We talked to Joyce, Monsieur,
yes.
but didn't get any information from her.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
Oh, Zero. I'm heavily reducing my sugar to like none, basically. Only natural sugars like in bananas and things. And it's hard after the holiday season where it was like, ooh, cheesecake, ooh, chocolate, yum, 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 sugar all the time. It's been hard. There was like yesterday, I was like, oh my God, I want to eat so much freaking sugar. Oh. But I've been doing good.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I do run a lot.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age, and in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Okay. 1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse, though?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and...
Bye, Catherine. Thanks for hanging out. Well, what if they... Well, how can we be sure they'll show up?
You can't.
Oh.
Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And what if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Oh. What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes these rules, Kim?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Say nothing.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
Yeah. Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Dennis.
it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts the stub of his cigarette, puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. More running! You gotta run before bed, buddy.
Yes?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outlines of the buildings below. Dark phantoms with many tiny eyes, chaotically arranged and not looking at you.
Well, I guess it's time for bed. Oh no, hiccups. Okay, so I have a conundrum with this point. Because, like... I could learn about communism. Or I could learn about rigorous self-critique. And the thing is, learning one of these also gives you a skill point, right? I think that's how it works. There's an achievement for bugging Kim. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll knock on the door. Let's go have a little knock. Do 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 do. Wait, that's not Kim's. That's not Kim's room. Maybe it is Kim's room. Yeah, right? Because I very much want to rigorously self-critique. Okay. Yeah. Internalize. And the thing we gotta do now is sleep in the morning.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Crawl on in there. Wait. Now I'm ready for bed.
The bed is cold and... The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
Hi, cooking gate, bro.
Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Ooh, no more thoughts. Fall asleep.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Time for Dreamland! Too late, we're already in Dreamland. Whoa. I really should have worn my clothes to bed. I really should have worn my clothes to bed. Whoa. It's just like I said. Whoa, Disco Elysium.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I don't remember anything.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of you that left.
What?
Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick.
That sounds like... No, that sounds like leaving. That sounds like leaving in a different context. I will argue that that is emotionally checking out, and that's leaving.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I've talked to you before. You're lizard brain.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
There's the reptilian brain. The reptilian brain.
Stinky boy.
I mean, maybe a little. I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong.
Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh god, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too.
Uh-oh.
So soon already.
Uh-oh.
A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Voldemort? Is that you?
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Wow, that looks like we had a really good sleep. Time to put our clothes back on. Physical instrument. Yes. I need different boots. Wait, I slept the whole night! How can it only have been 2 minutes? Wait, is this real hours or game hours? Oh, thanks, Zero. Communism, am I right?
Good going, buddy.
I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
You spent hours dreaming, not internalizing. Damn it!
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
No, I can take this. I'm not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie! I can do it without the speed! Half the town won't be dead. It'll be 3/4 and it'll be me who does it because... communism!
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
I'm a new person. Can I look in the mirror again?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Oh, I can freaking fix my faucet. Hell yeah, we're gonna fix our faucet. Yeah, we're gonna fix the faucet.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure.
Yeah.
You've probably never been a plumber.
It's fine. First things first, let's damage our morale. Oh, that's great news, Zero. That means I can have an opportunity to,
The door is closed.
Well, I'm not just gonna walk into a random room. That's rude. Oh, that place is open now. Kim.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Are these the men that Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Good.
One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Let's roll, baby.
One more thing before we do.
Yes?
We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business. They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Oh, Kim, you're so smart. You're so dashing. Oh, Kim. Good morning.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
Is he being mean to you?
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Good day.
I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Oh, Lena? Someone say her name. Good day, ma'am. Is everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Let's fix this frickin' phone.
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Uh-oh.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all.
Uh-oh.
He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
So what's this expedition?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist.
Morel is your
He
husband.
and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Everything cryptid? Okay.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Ooh. Who's this Gary person?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
See your husband's boyfriend, it's okay, I won't judge. The water lock on the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
I don't really know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
That's a good reminder, Parrot. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
I believe it will.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
So your husband's a scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What is this crypto you're talking about? I hear all the people talking about this crypto.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
Support your boo!
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, it's a jobby!
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Maybe you could convince her to tell her about some cool cryptids.
There's
Yes!
really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza! I like the sound of that!
And I don't. Just one.
Aww.
Ooh, tough choice there.
Oh, can I ask about all of them? I know Kim said just one. Ooh, grape? I mean green ape? What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis.
Cryobacter catlensis?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history, Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
She was preparing for the end times. She wanted to witness and record the Twilight proceedings. Wait, she injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
That's a choice, right, Sleep? I'm like, would I do it? And I think there's situations where I could be convinced to inject myself with a bacteria.
It's actually a little hard to see, but do go
on. You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away.
Irascible.
We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
I think you mean Izzy from Total Drama. What's the biggest cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
But Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid too?
The lieutenant pauses thoughtfully.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Yeah, more cryptids!
Well, the biggest cryptid is, of course, the horrible giant of Kokonur.
Ooh, tell me about the giant.
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
How big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore.
Oh.
Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Who here? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Gravity.
Great. This is great shit. You need more.
I need more. What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
Oh, the gnome of Jeroma. That sounds terrifying.
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
Just like that movie. Oh, they're eating her. And now they're going to eat me. Oh my God. What did the cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
Wow. If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
This is some left brain, right brain shit going on.
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
She says mostly to herself. Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Oh, good.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
Shush, Kim. She's going to tell me about the invisible cryptid. What is it?
It's the Col de Mama Dakwa. Its name means thin whisper of sound.
Ooh, that's
and
cool.
That's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Oh, could it be here? Right now?
It could be.
Oh!
As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
Maybe it's predatory.
What if it's predatory?
It's not.
Okay.
Don't worry. If it were predatory, we would have found it by the damage it inflicts.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if the damage is also invisible?
Ooh. Why is the Mama Dakwa so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama Dakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
They dissipate?
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things.
She's really good. They cancel each other out.
Exactly.
Oh no!
And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her. A winding cloth.
Were you there?
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Col de Mama Dakwa population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, ma'am.
I'm glad you did, dear.
What does it sound like?
Like nothing. It's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals.
Really?
It could be ringing right outside your window, and you wouldn't even know it. Could be anywhere. Everywhere, even.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that It isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
But what evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty.
Okay.
It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Just nod eagerly. Yeah, and then?
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls.
She transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
Yeah.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Koldumamadatqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent. Wow. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Name them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadatqua they followed individually.
Oh, interesting.
What about what?
What about, is that a cryptid in the pen you gave me?
Yes. It's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
War story?
Yes.
Homo?
It was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
Wow, with its saliva?
Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
And there was something about an undiscovered subspecies of man?
Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus.
Right, drunken coward? Yeah.
Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor and that evolved parallel to our own, just like your partners.
I knew it, Kim! You're not human!
Ma'am, you're confusing him.
Please don't misunderstand me, either of you. Human, as it is used in everyday speech, is hardly a taxonomic category. For all intents and purposes, you can be thought of as human, though Sahelites do have some distinguishing characteristics, different advantages, if you will.
Yes, advantages such as the flakier texture of Seolite earwax, or so I've heard. Nothing inspires pride in one species quite like speculative evolutionary biology. Perhaps we've had enough of that for today.
Oh, that was racism? Oh. I was like, are you an angel? You're just so good, man. Man, I can't get enough of these cryptids.
I'm glad you like them, but I'm not really one to tell you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert.
Yeah, no human flaws. No human flaws. Tell me more about this rare insect your husband's looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about it.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting...
Yeah.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
There's a touch of awe in the way she enunciated the creature's name.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
Yeah, hell we are!
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
What makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
I understand, Octo. I see. So a newspaper clipping is all you have.
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insul Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
You seem really excited about this cryptid.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insul Indian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses.
Okay, so what's special about this stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
More cryptids!
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
More cryptids!
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two
are
interested?
Oh man, I can't get
I'm
enough of these
glad you like
cryptids.
them.
Well, that's...
But I'm not really one to tell you about all of them.
Tell me about
You should
Morel.
ask oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If we were to meet on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Okay, okay.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
Oh, how did you two meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
No shame?
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he'd just divorced. We hit it off and, well, here we are.
It's so weird to, like, see how, like, people approach dating differently where it's like, oh, I went to a dating agency. Shameful, shameful. No! It's hard meeting people.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I think I have all the information I need.
I hope I've been useful.
That's all for now, ma'am. Wow, that was awesome. Are they still in their... Yeah, they have nowhere to go. Let's try to get our jacket back one more time.
Was that? Could it be the Col de Mama d'Aqua? No, it's probably just your imagination.
Is it?
Ringing in your
Is there
ears.
ringing? Listen closely.
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring.
Oh my god.
Ultrasonic.
Oh my god.
Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear.
Listen closely.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species.
Keep listening.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
very still and hope the bird comes to perch on your shoulder next to your boombox.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it.
Oh!
No. Too late. It's gone.
No, come back.
No ringing anymore.
Please.
Keep your ears peeled then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Oh! What? Hold on. The... Called him Baba Kapwa. Oh, but rigorous self-critique. Oh, man. I'll have to wait. Whoa, you're on the roof. I want to be on the roof as well. Isn't it? Ma'am de Kekwa? Take off our shoes. I need new shoes. Pants. Rhetoric. Yeah, okay, good. We're gonna do it this time. I need a new tape for this, like, really bad.
Our appalling cloak is still caught on the railing.
Oh, it's not unlocked. Map. You're not map. Map. Conceptualization impossible. Damage ledger. Renee. Damage ledger. I haven't even found the damage ledger. Have I? No, I don't think I have. We haven't even been over to the big egg or the church or the windmill thingy. I'm impressed with your lack of save scumming. If I were playing by myself, I'd probably save scum a lot more. But I really like the I really like letting it just happen. Isn't that the ledger in your inventory? Is it? I have a ledger in my inventory? Oh, yes, the ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of paper. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together.
Yes, good.
Try again later.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. We don't need it. I need the bag in my hand.
Morning, kids. How do you get to the roof? Is that what that door is? I'm gonna go investigate. Since I know that she's on the ceiling, since I know she's on the roof, perhaps I will open this door.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key.
Okay. What about you? No. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. They haven't invented the apps in summoning dick from the internet yet. Yeah, I guess you're right. I never thought about it that way. Renee. There are 4. We found there are. These white ones are available to try. I already did that and I failed. Can I try again? Does it just let me try again?
It's the ledger. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off.
I don't need to have the information about Stinky. I really do want to do this. I really want to do this. If I stop, will it be gone forever? Nope, it just stays there. Oh, that's amazing. This is the best news I've heard all day. Internalize the cold mama kakwa. Mama dakwa. My mouth just wants to say mama kakwa. I don't. Why is that? What is that? What does that mean about myself? Let's not get too far into it. Okay. Well, it's time to go exploring in the new area. Oh, hold on. I don't need this. I need my bag because I'm sure there's going to be bottles along the way. And I need to make $20 before the end of the day. Oh, right. It's broken. Let's talk to you.
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
I like everyone psychoanalyzing my mom called a mama kakwa.
His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
What do you know? What are you doing here?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Do you know what caused this?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Can I have some Miru salami?
Sure thing.
He cuts off a slice of salami.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment and then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami and the man chews on it. Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
Right? He's got salami knife. Half salami, half knife.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Alright, bye.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way.
Yes, I see.
Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Well, let's pull the lever.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Release the lever.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Oh, that's tomorrow morning. Butter sign down.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Hey, that's butter. Visual calculus. Reconstruct what happened here.
By the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
I have a feeling that we're responsible for this.
I have a feeling we're responsible for this. Look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Okay. Look at this, the roof of the shack.
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Look at the sloping metal roof panel.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
Look at the broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
Look at the sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal.
That can't be us. We're on this side of the thing. Someone who would do this?
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
Okay. What model was the model of this vehicle?
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22.
Why the Capri?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage.
Why the Linné?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump.
What now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
What's this? Is it a mermaid? No. Probably just some oil in the water. Gosh, that's a cool ability.
Any theories about what happened here?
Reckless traffic hooliganism.
What kind of car do you think it was?
I believe it was a Capri or a Linné.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
I have some ideas about who it might have been.
Oh.
It was someone dangerous. Perhaps this is somehow connected to the murder.
The traffic hooliganism? I hope not. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
Maybe we should bring them to justice.
If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this, the lieutenant consoles himself.
That was cool. It reminds me of Batman's Detective Vision a little bit, right? Arkham Asylum when? Okay. So we're actually running out of things to do. Places. What about you? I have a check for you.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
Composure. Do I have anything that helps me with composure? Hold on. Thank you for your time. Clothes. Drama. Savoir-faire. Conceptualization. Nothing makes me feel more... Oh, this gives me more... I wasn't wearing shoes! Of course I wasn't wearing shoes. I forgot.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for
17%?
Still,
shit.
All you see is an old soldier refuse.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
We could talk to Gaston. Are you Gaston?
I have really
Yes, it
outdone
is.
myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Renee, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Tell me what you know about the dead man.
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Oh, that's a shame. Maybe you can help me. Come on. Really? You know nothing?
No, officers. I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist.
Yeah.
You are both good guys. I can see that.
Oh, Gaston.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Ooh!
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
He really does, Jordan. That's the first feeling I got about Renee was, your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries, right?
Respects?
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't even speak properly.
Wow.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, Renee? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrart.
How do you know Evrart?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
Shut up, Renee!
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Yeah, you definitely know things. You were there. You know things.
Let's try not to get caught in the crossfire.
You'll get caught up in the crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrart, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not really a member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrart keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
That's sort of true.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What do you write?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrart and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Thank you, Renee.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
I am a professional. Now, can I have a bite of that sandwich?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
It's okay. Sharing a bite of a sandwich is weird. I get it.
The only one you have.
Woo.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when.
Okay. I'm not that hungry anyway. I just had some salami.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then.
Bye for now. I can threaten him out of a sandwich? I'm not going to threaten him out of a... Oh, who are you? Nobody works harder than me.
Osla Vantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mailbox. Pat pat. I love you.
The box seems happy.
Yay.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Mail collection box? You should man the fuck up. I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Bye. Let's talk about your crazy mom. Ooh, a new person.
Hello again, sir.
What's this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, no, not fiction. I need to know what crime is. Is that bad?
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
Oh, okay, I get it. Crime, murder, it gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman by myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
What does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to the cover of a book where you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's ya.
Head. Yes.
Yes, Annette.
No, your resilience.
Grit. A total disregard for personal safety. You gotta take the pain. Oh no! Pain threshold. Why do you say these things? This Mullen guy looks like he'd run to his mom. Ain't got no balls. Only dick, no balls.
That's a bit childish.
No, it's too much. I don't want to say that to a little girl. I don't want to say that to a little girl.
Say what, sir?
Never you mind. Either way, I'm not impressed with this Mullen guy.
You don't have to be, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Oh, that's very
Maybe
kind.
You can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay, I'll deduce something right frickin' now. Deductions!
You failed to deduce anything substantial.
How much did we fail by? 1 point. I love that. I love when that happens.
She waits intently.
I am a detective. I deduce that you are very small.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not a proper deduction.
Okay, bye. Is that a good one?
Yes. Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
I really should have paid attention to your name.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Maybe your husband's missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
Ah, so where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is that you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Bah, wouldn't you like to?
No.
I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's all right to not know where your husband is. There's nothing shameful about that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Oh, maybe your cockatoo's missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge him at this point.
What's wrong with a cockatoo? I'm sorry. Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo.
What?
Guess what?
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
All right, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Just one more question. What did you mean about me being a cockatoo?
Nothing.
Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain?
Ooh!
Or your heraldic bird?
What if? Yeah, thanks.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
I know for a fact that you smoke.
Why do you think that I smoke?
Your hands look like they belong to a heavy smoker.
It's not like yours look much better.
Take a look at your hands.
She is right. Your hands look even worse than hers.
Oh.
With tiny cuts and gushes covering your skin like a spider web. Your fingertips have become an ugly shade of brown.
Just give me a cigarette, please.
I already told you I don't have any. Go bother someone else.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying. She has smokes.
Do you know where I could get some?
From the kiosk? There's one near the harbor. It's Frita. You can look it up.
Just give me your cigarettes, okay?
Sorry, officer.
That's okay. Never mind.
She sighs.
Okay, bye.
The woman before you.
I want this cockatoo book. I want to discover my astral, bird? Astral bird?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundal.
Storekeep! Storekeep, tell me about this muscle book!
Oh, Man from Hyundal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Oh, that doesn't sound like I'd be interested in it.
Someone sensible. However, I still urge you to buy one. Can't judge a book by the cover, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
No, I have to save my money for the book about birds. Is this a book about birds?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of...
No, I want birds. Where's the birds at? You're not birds.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring...
You're not birds. Oh, what are you, a bird?
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover.
A bird book!
Beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title. From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
I am a cockatoo.
You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
You're right, I am cool. I just got diagnosed with cool guy syndrome, so now I take Adderall.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious. Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
I'm gonna read my book about cockatoos. Reading the book.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminole Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what else?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
You can't say bang bang cockatoo and then not expect me to giggle. The bang bang cockatoo? I've been there. I've done that. Jeez, what about these birds? What's their problems?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I can handle that. It'd be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yeah, but what? Tell me about great things about them.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Just like me. Sup, Fuzzy Pixel? What's your game called? I want to know about the Bang Bang Cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the Bang Bang Cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage
screams non-stop in your donation
the
box.
name Bang Bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Bang Bang Cockatoo, thank you! It's about the funeral one, that sounds sad.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Cool. Let's learn about this major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature.
Bumptious. Oh, yeah, Ace Attorney. I've been craving another Ace Attorney game.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
What if I'm just a fuck-up-a-two? Fuck-up and a cockatoo. I'm a major majestic! Hell yeah!
You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry.
Yeah, Apollo Justice remastered soon. Well, now that I know what kind of cockatoo I am. Do you read your emails? I don't check the emails as often as I should, than yancave@gmail.com. I'm trying to find a good habit to get into with checking them. I know that Clay definitely does. My personal emails? Absolutely not. Okay, so where am I going? What am I doing? Let's look at the map. So we're stuck over here. The cube. Yeah, sure. We can look into it, Fuzzy Pixel. Why? Oh yeah, let's look at the backyard wall. It's impossible. But I have a good feeling about this time. A piece of candy? Oh no, I can't do sugar.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Here we go. 3%.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
It's a wall.
Yeah.
An ordinary wall.
Yeah.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have...
Sorry. What's this? Ooh. What is this? Snake eyes. Well, thanks for hanging out for a bit, Fuzzy Pixel. Well, Cindy doesn't have anything new to tell me. I failed to extort Joyce out of anything. I'm the trash man. I collect garbage.
What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water.
Oh, the union guys, of course.
The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing.
We're gonna go talk to those rowdy boys. I got my bag, I got my tweezers. We're gonna pick out those guys. Give me your coat, give me your boat. Give me something called a boat. The rowdy ruckuses, they're rowdy and ruckus. It's a bowl. They're spitting it, reeking of tobacco. I think that chewing tobacco is the worst kind of tobacco. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside. I'll talk to you then, friend.
Over here.
She snaps her fingers. What is it? What secrets do you hold?
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
You're the gardener!
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy?
Am I?
You think he has information that will help you?
Does he?
Maybe he does.
Oh.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
My name's Orange. It should be at the top in the users. It should be Nyandroid or Nyanny. I think I'm just Nyanny right now. I'm just Nyanny. I'm just Nyan.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do to you?
Oh no, I've made Kim upset. Wait, am I not online right now? Only Clay and I should be online. Oh, I'm Nimbly Wimbly. I'm Nimbly Wimbly. I forgot I'm Nimbly Wimbly. If you go to the stream announcements, I think I should be there. That's funny.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Well, I should talk to Titus then. It was nice talking to you.
This is where you say your bit.
The broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Shanky. Shanky. Oh, bye, drunken coward. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Okay.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
I don't think I trust you. Suggestion? Let's learn who you are. Suggestion. Wow. Diplomats, charmers, sociopaths. Well, it's one of those options. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Aha! So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Okay. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long have you known this victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Glenn feels Canadian.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Interesting, yes.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines?
Mm.
The same company you're striking against?
Oh, that's really cool, Zero.
No.
Level up mid-combo.
The Pines
yeah, it makes
cow.
sense.
The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
What?
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
I'm scared of this person. So he was a mercenary.
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
Whoa.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
Eugene.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
But what did he do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one.
Oh.
Harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth.
There's slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grab one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
You don't speak like you respect women.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt?
Whoop.
Then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle.
That's the not okay word for YouTube. Woo! Woo!
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Okay, well, who, how, who?
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Okay. Well, what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Okay, that's good to know, RJ. Whew.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Clay watches an Aussie man who commentates. Well, he used to watch an Aussie man who commentates Age of Empires games, and the way that he pronounced can't became an issue that had him banned for a bit. Yeah, seriously. So I wasn't sure.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
That I understood that from the beginning. Suggestion.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut.
Ooh.
You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Shouts the scrawny rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in the front. Shanky!
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with plectrum hanging from his chin. Eugene!
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Glenn!
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Samaritan.
Yeah.
Alan!
You're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Angus!
Easy, fellas. We got company.
2, 4, 6.
Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
A picture of what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
I'm gonna take off now. Bye. Thanks for talking to me. Nobody likes if you're polite. They only want to fight. Establish dominance. Put on your authority pants. I don't have authority pants.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Ooh.
Left by boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled
8
back and
pairs
forth in the mud.
Okay.
Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The Hardy boys in the mess hall of Whirling in Rags.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick. Titus Hardy.
Yeah.
The one with the bald cap on his head.
Yeah, big dick. Interesting.
Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy.
Yeah, but okay, they're assholes, but this guy doesn't sound like he's very good either.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck.
What's a plectrum?
3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps.
I have to go investigate that noise. Someone tried to jump somewhere they shouldn't have. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry.
4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print. 5. Another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn.
Okay.
6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat, Shanky.
I should have got this earlier, but I didn't. No, don't worry about it.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something?
And the last one?
8. Another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
The right sole is smoother and more worn, so they walk asymmetrically. Or they ride a motorcycle.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
8, actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
An aberration. One sole is smoother.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Yeah!
He regrets it the moment he says it.
Don't say anything, just nod.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers.
They could be a drummer too.
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the chance to clear up the drummer issue himself.
Perhaps it could be a driver.
Ooh.
A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Oh, I was actually thinking the same thing.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent.
200. This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy Boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
You're right.
Possibly, yes.
Light step number 41 shoe.
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
Yes.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Yes.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Revachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
I'm legitimately shocked they're like, yeah, we did it. Like, yeah, they did it.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. only one thing missing.
He looks at the track, face lighting up from the realization.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
Let him have his moment of joy! Let him have his moment of joy!
There's one pair missing from the Union box.
Yeah.
The 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our odd soul.
So the odd soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the mess hall right now.
Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us who this person is. For now, it's best if we just keep our eyes open. I'm sure our investigation will eventually lead us to the odd soul.
We've been through all of it. Cool! It's what are you gonna do about it? I don't know. Like, honestly though, I just sort of feel like maybe it was justified.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
It wouldn't be Tommy, because Tommy's just a good person.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What is the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Yeah, good on them.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of whom?
Us lorry drivers. Camioners. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Tommy's a nice person.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Hiya, Light.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
That's all for now. I'm gonna go back to talk to Joyce and be like, hey, you, Joyce, give me more money. I'm so afraid to say people are cool because this place is very tumultuous. I got my date tonight at 21 with the smoking twink.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Pasta.
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrart and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer.
Oh.
I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
I hate you though. Like, that's the thing, is I don't really like you very much. I don't want to talk to you. I feel like you are sus.
She simply nods.
I feel like you're sus, and I don't want to help you. Is it necessary that I have to agree to help her? I really don't want to. Can I screw her over later and be like, haha, I have your boat? No? Not necessary. Good. I'm not doing it then. I hate her. Ooh. Hold on. I saw you. Ah, there you are.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's some other third option?
No. Stop goofing around, recruit.
It's the future leader of the proletarian uprising?
No, it's not.
It's the missing husband!
And you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
Oh, give me champagne, I'm going in!
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found, right now.
Oh, you thought I couldn't solve anything? I'm solving something, Lude. Look at this. Look at this. Found that husband. Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
Well, I found him nevertheless. I'm that good.
Very well then. Where is he?
There.
Excuse me?
There's something else hiding in her voice, though. A trace of worry.
I found a working class drunk and I thought it might be yours. I thought he might be yours.
Because working class women come with alcoholic husbands.
No. No.
You know what?
Something bad, I guess. I'm sorry. I say stupid things sometimes. I didn't mean to annoy.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
So so is he missing as well?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere. Drinking with his friends.
Do you wish he was drinking with you?
I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
She has completely forgotten about her books, staring blankly into the distance instead.
There. She's worried now.
Don't worry. I'm gonna find him and bring him back home. I promise.
She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
What does he look like? I knew you had a missing husband.
Honestly, not that different from you.
Like a late stage alcoholic then. No, so he's disco?
Oh, thank God, no. It hasn't come down to this yet.
Why did you say your husband resembles me?
Well, he's slightly chubby.
Wait, did she just imply that you're fat? You're not fat. The body type she's referring to is called a Franco-Nigerian hard body.
I don't want to engage with that.
What else?
I don't want to engage with that.
A dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining.
Okay.
The lining is hand sewn. I made it myself.
Aww. She sighs, her voice slightly quivering when she adds.
It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Aww.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You can completely sympathize.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
Well, if the jacket's really that cool, I can totally understand. Also, he loves you.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in some park, or on the coast. And it's making her more and more worried.
Oh no! When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Aw, working class woman.
She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
I think I got it, thanks.
So you are going to look for him?
She genuinely wants you to now. Don't make her ask.
Yeah, I'll bring him home.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
Yes, he will, but I will help.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
He gives her a slip of paper.
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
It's a phone number. You were right. I am a cockatoo.
Excuse me?
I went in and I read up on them just like you said, and I even decided what kind of cockatoo I am. Want to know?
I don't know. The most talkative one?
No, I'm a major majestic cockatoo.
The what now?
The major majestic cockatoo. It's the most impressive one.
You truly are one strange cop, aren't you?
She says, slowly shaking her head.
I have a strange cop offering to find my stupid husband. For today.
Okay, thanks, bye! I have the best interactions with this person, and I love it. I don't want to talk to this guy, but I guess I'm gonna have to if I want to survive. Yeah, you're still up there.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion against Jean-Luc.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Yeah, but you're huge. Oh, okay. Let's go get demasculated.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
The Measurehead thing didn't go very well. Can you help me?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days.
Yeah.
Wiretapping, telescopic batons.
Okay.
Futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery.
I don't know about that one.
Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls.
Oh, maybe.
Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Wait, we have air support? Why didn't you tell me?
Because we don't.
Oh.
We don't have air support
Oh.
or any of those other things.
None?
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Why do you do this when you have a secret? Why do people do this?
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there.
Oh.
Out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes.
First, don't fight him. Obviously.
Yeah.
Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
I don't want to be a racist to get what I want to get done. Can't I just be something basic? Can't we have a little fun? I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna try to.
Descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I gotta put. Hold on. I gotta put my fight clothes on. These are my fight clothes. My make things right clothes. My freaking fight clothes. And I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Fight clothes. Okay. Can I hold the gun? No. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I got my pry bar. I got my chain cutters. I'm off the drip now, Lude. I'm off the drip. Okay. This is my fight clothes.
Descent has only worsened since the last.
Ho ho! Get punched in the face!
Really let yourself go.
Oh, throat!
I fucking punched you in the throat.
Instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break.
I just, the way I'm dressed and leaning in like, yeah, what you gonna do about it?
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
Yeah!
All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Right hook! I like, the thing is, performing a 360 flying spin kick would be really cool. A spin kick? Okay! It was really cool.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up.
I'm so sorry.
Eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise.
I'm not sorry, actually.
To your left is the button.
Normally I'd be sorry, but I actually don't feel that sorry about it. Welcome to Revachol. Press the button.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely. His head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
It's me! I'm the Measurehead.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
The lieutenant makes haste towards the door. That was my fight song. I took your saving song. Let's run away song. I'm wearing a thong. Oh my god, I'm so hot right now. Yes. Did you see how I punched him? It was super great.
Good. Like the Flying Desperado.
Who or what is the Flying Desperado?
It's that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero.
Ooh.
Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steps.
Yeah, I sure did that thing.
So, what's on your mind this time?
Nothing. I just wanted to brag. You're pointing at me. Hi.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Everyone's a critic. Jeez, stop it.
Wrong. You did the right thing,
Yeah.
Measurehead.
Yeah.
The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Yeah, I did.
Let's talk about our right.
I wanted to talk to them. I wanted them to say. I wanted them to be impressed by me. So many things in this room. It's a nice room. Postcard. It's a Dewey typewriter. Every worker, member of the board, written at the top of the flyers. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. A standard office file cabinet. They're locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Punch clock payphone. Not yet. Oh, those are stairs. Ooh, a book.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Yeah, snooping.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork laying around like this.
Snooping.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Snoop.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Snoop.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
Snoop.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Let's... Volition. What do you do? Cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops, the non-suicidal. I could level up our volition. Ooh, I could level up our volition. The folder's labeled drugs. Ooh, I could level up volition. No, we're not. We're just gonna see how it happens.
Whatever's hidden
Hell yeah.
there is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it.
Damn.
However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
More banners!
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim! A to-do note with a list of errands for Evrart!
Evrart Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union.
Yeah.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht?
Ooh.
Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Borscht is tasty. If you like beets, borscht is tasty. Some people think it tastes like dirt, and yeah, but it tastes like tasty dirt, you know? I love it.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, all items on the list. The drawer slides shut.
I'll take it. Mostly because I need magnesium. A new pair of glasses! Okay, my glasses presently give me 1 logic. Oh my god. Oh my god, I look so good. Have you spoken to the old lady lorry driver? I haven't found the old lady lorry driver. My coat!
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing.
Grab it!
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
I love you, cloak. Cool. Wait, can I look at the pockets? No. I can wear my disco clothes. Disco clothes, disco clothes. I'm gonna wear my disco clothes. Disco clothes. Yeah, disco. What's this? Collecting Revachol. There's so many bottles. I need to get my bag out. Oh, we have to clean up the streets. We gotta clean up the frickin' streets. Oh yeah, look at all the streets we can clean up. They say that this guy is a hero, political, he's cleaning up the streets. About time. There's more bottles. Oh my god, there's so many. I like cleaning up nature. That feels really good to do. I feel like I've done a good thing.
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, Renee Arnaud.
Renee!
Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
This is where Renee works.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I can't take his picture! I can't take his picture!
Let's get going. The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry, we're running away. We were just collecting bottles. Oh, hi. All around you, great machines. Quispy. White pine trees printed on the screen covering looks like a forest under snow. I thought it was just damage. What's this? Ooh! What's this? I know, right, Light? This bag is full of plastic bottles. Like, to the brim, stuffed full. God, I wish that were me. What's this?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête.
I know those words.
Faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marche. On. Arrête. Off.
I'm gonna do it.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Yep. Do you think there's ninjas in there? I want to live in a shipping home container, like a nice one. That's my dream.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
Oh, there's definitely a mama Kako in there.
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Arrête. If I push arrête, will it go back, do you think? I'll just leave. What's inside?
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe. I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
Well, why not?
There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Maybe there's contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Yeah, we haven't done that very well yet, so we're opening the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. Why are you
Could you imagine?
To open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
I'm using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical.
It's
detective.
fine. What's it say? What are you blinking at? Close the water lock on Wednesday, fine morale. Traffic hooligan. Yeah, okay, there's things to do on Monday. Track down my gun. Oh shit, yeah, someone's got my gun. I'm gonna push a red. A red.
A rusting control panel. The crane does not return to its original position.
Maybe it was locked because it was being craned.
You're back before the cargo. You attempt to your left. The lieutenant is...
It's fine. It's fine. I let you look at stuff. You let me try to talk about containers and things. Money. I'll take it. What are you? The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The speaker tower is silent. There is no work. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm. Smells like blood. Ooh, ultra gloves. No, you have to say "Arret." You got to do it like that. Arret. That's my favorite thing about speaking French. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. Container, container, container.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
I love this man too.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Evrart.
Doesn't really rhyme, but that's fine. The tiny man is so engaged with his work he doesn't notice you. Hi!
Evrart, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I don't think so.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note about more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was it? What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
I love Easy Leo.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Boar dogs?
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
I'm gonna check about it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
This is the best person in the whole place.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Evrart is away.
How do you work for such horrible people?
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
She's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
What a life you lead!
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I think you're doing a great job around here. I think you're doing such a good job, but I want to know about Mrs. Beaufort.
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool.
Liz.
Mr. Evrart put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Oh.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh no.
Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Right, Light, I aspire to live a happy life like this, friend. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Yeah!
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Well, the harbor's empty. Where is everyone there?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Wow.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but he seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Oh my god, are you the missing eighth?
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrart telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Oh, but what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Evrart and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Evrart. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Evrart then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows.
Are they?
They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Oh, easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Evrart is where he always is. In his office, of course.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Here, this is a red check and cannot be retried. We can't change our, let's do it,
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow, the red is so much prettier than the drab old green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I hate to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye now.
We just met the best character in any video game ever. If anything happens to Leo, I swear to God, I'll let my physical instrument take over. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. I hear typewritering. A stair made of pallets leading up. A taxidermy of a fish that tells time. Billy Bass!
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Just leave? Just be an ass and leave? Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
My last name's Dubois?
I'm Evrart, Evrart Clare.
Okay.
Head of the Debardairs Union here in Martinez.
Oh. The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yes, okay.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Are we to share the chair? I don't... Oh, there's two, I see.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you and then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Take a... why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Filter it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
Okay, seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Damn, this chair is uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debardairs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh, RCM.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
I know, no manners these days, eh?
This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Keep it. I'm good. You can take that comically large check and shove it up your arse. Ooh, I'm gonna shove it in your arse. I don't want Leo to be mad, so I have no reason presently to be upsetty spaghetti. Leo likes him. Maybe he's not that bad.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into the chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
Oh!
Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
We've spoken to this person before.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I'm not worried. I've got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
We did something. Am I the 8th? What do my shoes look like? No, I'm wearing different shoes.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Don't panic. 8%. Yeah.
God, you're sweating.
Mm.
Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating.
Uh-oh.
What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down.
Mr. Dubois.
I should have saved.
Mr. Dubois. Harry.
There are no Harrys.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. No, what if it's drugged? It wouldn't be drugged. Would he drug me? I don't know this man. I'm scared. I shouldn't have gone to the second location. Yeah, I'm fucking great. I'm melting.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Thank you, Kim. I'm kind of a mess right now.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm always a mess. What's in that container? Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You are a community leader. Help your community out. Yeah.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right and then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy.
Yeah.
You can find Luke down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
I want to talk about the hanging. What's in the container?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Caval's crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I did. Well, let's talk about my gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Wait, my gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes. Thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry.
Oh.
My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now, please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
Top men.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I don't care about my gun. Keep it. No. Ah, is there just a leave option? Because all of these things are things I don't want to say. I don't want to say any of them. Bye.
I don't care about my gun. I love it, Harry. Wish I could be like that, but I can't. I have a responsibility to this community. I can't have a loaded gun out in the streets.
The officer is exaggerating. Of course we care about the missing firearm, and we are actively looking for it as well.
I got a quest complete.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it
It's not
is
that.
unfortunate,
No.
if inevitable.
No, it's because
and
I hate
doesn't
this
put the
person.
RCM in a good light.
No, shush.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
I'm leaving.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great, wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
That didn't go over as well as I would have hoped. Ugh. I didn't mean to disappoint Kim. I just didn't want to say the word blackmailing. You know? Because he'd be like, oh, I'm not blackmailing you, Harry. It's just what I do best, don't you see? Meh.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Everyone's called me Harry. I figure that's what my name is. Even though it's not as cool as Raphael Jacques Cousteau. That's not the name. I'm also afraid of dying via mental, pains. How do I get down there? Hello? What's this?
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Did I do that?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This really is sad. I must have been miserable.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
Ka-chunk. Ah, the apartments where the twink is. Where my Twinkie boyfriend is. I'm gonna put 10 cents and I'm gonna make a call to someone.
Code, the machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Dial a random number. Interfacing. Go.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993.
005 4952 993.
Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy. How may I help you?
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy.
No, I mean, what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me?
No.
Oh. Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Do you have anything with my name?
Raphael what? Listen, I can't help you over the phone. If you need further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. Are we done?
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him.
I'm not!
On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24 hours.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
Kim, are you my therapy man? Are you my therapy man? Do we just therapize together? Hey, you're not waiting for me. Come get the thing down from the tree.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you out like a god of martial arts.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. A little.
He means very little.
Evrart told you to help get the body down.
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
Oh, he's behind her there.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Wait, that means we're showing everyone that we're taking orders from the Union. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Okay.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
I'm nervous about doing this. Girth.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
We're just trying to keep things from going to shit, ma'am.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
I see that.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrat's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
No!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
It's called an aesthetic, Kim, and it's just the way I like to dress. Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. I will work with whomever I want.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him,
was drama. There was drama. I love those tattoos. I know that they're like kind of crazy, but holy shit.
Has been removed from
cool.
The tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There has been no side choosing. We just did what we had to do.
What you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
I feel gross. I feel gross about the choices that I've made. Yeah, if Kuno's up in that tree, let's just not talk to people. We're not going to talk to people. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. That the music where was drama.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
That's a good phrase. That's a good phrase. I wish I could have been there to see it. Now I have some questions.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonort.
Oh, I don't have the empathy. Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
A face shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
Oh, I can.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
No.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
That's disgusting. Cool pig head, I liked it. I got this one too. Points to your head. It's shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself?
Yeah.
This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Out crazying Kuno.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
What's with the tube of magnesolum?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
It's magnesium.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of the
Nobody
game.
like that.
Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
I had friends that went to like some raves and some like big like festival-y things, and they're like, if you're gonna go to a situation where drugs are being had, take a whole bunch of vitamins for like 2 weeks before. And they were like, magnesium's definitely a good one. It helps you feel better and recover faster. And I was like, thank you. That is information that I don't think I'll need, but you know, good to have.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I found a plate covered with powdered residue. You know anything about that?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
It's a mineral, not a vitamin. Vitamin? Yeah, it is a mineral, isn't it?
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Leo doesn't do drugs and he's fine. Leo's my hero.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno! Well, you know what time it is. It's time for me to be hungry. And I play until I get hungry. So next time... Oh, Monday! Monday, we're gonna find out what's going on with this dead body. It's Kuno time. Yeah. It's time to Kuno. Gosh. This is an interesting game with a lot of interesting things. We got the body down. That means the next episode is the last one. Because I know for a fact that that's how it works. I forgot to turn that off, but it's fine. Watch Dungeon Meshi and become even more hungry? I can't. Yeah, we had some good checks today. There were some where I definitely didn't think I was going to win and I didn't get them. And then some 50-50s like that were pretty crazy. Oh, it's okay, Jose. You'll always have the Dear Diaries to catch you up. You got the body down. Now it's time to get down with the body. Oh, I forgot. Music poll was going, and most of you like music. That's good to know. It's thumbnail time. What should next thumbnail be? What should we do for the next thumbnail picture? Help me with the thumbnail, and I'll give you waffles. What's the feeling we should have? Action shot? Just a picture of an orange, no overlay. Discomfort at the Evrart chair. Or action shot. No, you can't see your face like that. Spin kick. It's hard because the camera's so low sometimes. That'll be. That one's not bad. We're making the thumbnail picture together, RJ. And also do discomfort in a chair. Looks like I'm giving birth. I think that was good. I think we did it. I think we got it. I think we got some good ones. Yeah, that last one was a bit iffy, wasn't it, Tetra? More crying? Okay. There we go. There'll be one in there somewhere. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you on Saturday for something. I don't know what it is. So, I will see you then. And until then, I hope you're gonna have a good time and have fun tonight at Yakuza. Okay, bye. I love you. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.